Okay, so for me, I think it needs to, whatever trade we do, I think it needs to kill two or three birds with one stone and address several weaknesses, kind of like what the 2023 trade did, where we got a point guard in D'Angelo Russell, who was a better fit. We got a movement shooter in Malik Beasley, even though he didn't pan out. And then we got a young defensive wing in Jared Vanderbilt, right? It fulfilled three different positions. So, under that sort of framework, let me know what you think about these trades. And I think some of these trades actually fulfill your framework as well. Are you ready?
Yeah.
The Lakers trade with the Washington Wizards, who they've traded with multiple times in the past, and they are going to trade D'Angelo Russell, Rui Hachimura, Christian Wood, JHS, the 2029 first. So that's the trade package. That's $42 million going out. Okay.
For Jordan Poole.
No. So D'Angelo, Rui, Wood, JHS, 2029 first. I don't know if there's a protection or not. Let's assume it's like top two protected, whatever. And we are getting back Jonas Valanciunas, who's making $9.9 million, Kyle Kuzma, who's making $23.5 million, and Corey Kispert, who's on a $5.7 million expiring contract, but will be a restricted free agent next season. That is $41 million incoming. Now, you can also try and make a Malcolm Brogdon deal work here because he's an expiring $22 million, but I kind of just wanted Kispert instead of a guy like that. And adding Malcolm Brogdon's deal to the overall framework of this trade makes it more complicated. So I wanted Jonas Valanciunas, who only makes $9.9 million, and Kispert, who only makes $5.7 million in this deal. So what are your thoughts about Jonas, Kuzma, and Kispert? It kind of fulfills what you said and fulfills what I said as well, because that's three different positions.
Yeah. So for something like this, I would say, I put this this clearly elevates us to a contender like status. I think Valanciunas obviously plugs a big hole that we've had for years with respect to our lack of a big bruising center. Not only does he do that, and not only can he soak up 25 minutes a night over 82 games, if we're paying him sub 10 million, it does not sting nearly as much when the playoffs roll around and we need to pull him, or like he
Mm-hmm.
drops to 10 minutes, or he becomes purely matchup dependent. We only play him against Jokic, or whatever we decide to do. It does not hurt you that much because for 82 games, you've got a bruiser who could soak up minutes, who could space the floor, and offensively is a huge upgrade. In my opinion, for the way that we want to play over what Wood is able to do consistently. Kyle Kuzma is a huge upgrade defensively for us, and wing defense is a glaring need. And then, you don't lose, although you're going to lose a significant amount of shooting with D'Lo, you get some of that back with Kispert. I mean, you get it with Kuzma as well, but it's a good chunk of it back with Kispert too. So I really like this trade, and this is something that I would be willing to do. It feels
Yeah.
crazy because there's so many players involved, but this actually feels, and again, maybe we're both homers, this feels to me like a real trade that could happen. Like,
Yeah.
notwithstanding the number of players, like it is like, and the number of dollars on each side, that it actually feels like this is pretty fair. The Wizards get out of a contract, they get Rui for a season and a half, and they get some
Look at
assets.
JHS.
You get that? I couldn't think of a good nickname for JHS, so I'm not gonna say anything.
Uh, there's also like a version of this where you swap D'Lo out and do Gabe Vincent and still get Jonas and Kuzma and remove Kispert, but I guess the Lakers have to juggle that, right? So if
Yeah.
by mid-season Austin Reeves is the point guard we thought he could be, then you just trade D'Lo, right? And you get these three guys. If he's not, maybe you keep D'Lo and just add Jonas and Kuzma, and that's still an upgrade in my opinion, right? So